I can't believe I get to stand near you, breathing the same air. Yes, no more standing still.
Don't go causing trouble.
Duel's Goods has a full-line
Yeah, that's quite a fall. I wonder if your boots need polishing.
But instead, they found more than they bargained for.
Reliant Medical. It's time.
What can Reliant Medical do for you? Please state the nature of your medical emergency. Let me look you over. Honestly, I'm surprised you're walking around like this. Nothing a little needle and thread can't fix. I've seen worse. Not very often, though. Hold on to something. There. Good as new. More or less. Of course. Here's what I have. Stay away from Aurora before you get hooked.
Certified blood cells.
Qualified to
They say that Aurora is made from a fish. But how does it swim when it's always high?
You take care of the right people, They take care of you. So, you made it. Guess Ryujin's security really is slipping. Just brimming with confidence, aren't you? But I've seen your work in the trade tower, so I'll at least give you some credit. Now, I'll take that program back that I gave you, and let's give the data a look. The program I gave you to run on Ularu's computer basically opens an all-access backdoor for me. I can see everything and anything, so let's take a look. First, I'll just save off Mr. Cho's info. My client will very much appreciate that. Now on to Ms. Chen. Ularu has some impressive encryption on her files. Not that I can't crack it, of course. Circumventing protections, running decryption. This should just take a moment now. Damn, I'm good. That went faster than I thought. I'm saving several files to a slate for Dalton, including access history and anything related to Project Dominion. Adding in new encryption for him as well, so he's the only one that can view these. And done. You're all set. I've got the new encrypted slate. Let me tell you, it looks like fun times ahead for Ryujin. Technically, I'm not supposed to look, but it's kind of hard to not see what's going on while running all my software. Since you came through on your end, let's just say that slate isn't going to paint the best picture for Ms. Imogene Salzo. But bear in mind, you're dealing with some pretty talented people when it comes to falsifying information. I can be sure because I know my business. But like anything, evidence alone can't tell the full story. The rest is up to you and Dalton to piece together. And don't be too sure about that. Imogene was practically raised in the corporate underworld. I'd almost guarantee there's intent behind everything she does. Here's the slate. As usual, always a pleasure doing business with Ryujin. Not in a rush, I see. It's dead on if you want hard evidence. Dalton's problem, and yours I imagine, is that the people you're dealing with at Ryujin in that operations department are almost at my level. When it comes to data manipulation and covering tracks, they're royalty. The real question is how much of the evidence can be believed. Hey, I have a reputation to live up to here. The moment I start giving misinformation is when I get tossed off the platform. Tampering with these files doesn't benefit me at all. I screw Ryujin, I screw Bayu, who I also work for. I screw Bayu, I screw myself. Imogene's real good. I worked with her a lot in her days as a field op back when she was Alara's protege. According to the data, you can bet the relationship between those two is the key. If anyone could get Alara to make the slightest slip, it'd be Imogene. I'm looking forward to seeing how this all pans out.
Keep it moving.
never tried Aurora, but I imagine it to be inferior to coffee in every way.
Come off-worlder to the Hotel OMARG. Your home away from home here on Neon. Our beds are comfortable and affordable.
Trying to achieve any physical movement.
Don't even bother with that other place.
I've got my eye on it.
If only there were more. I hope you're minding yourself while on the job.
Is it done? Well, I assume success is in order. I had a few reports, but at least nothing that set off any red flags. It will be handled once this mess is cleared up. Now, let's see what we have here. You have the files. Well, I assume success is... I figured as much. Lucky for us, he doesn't have any motive to use this information against us. Now, let's see what we have here. I didn't think it was possible. But someone's been accessing Ularu's files remotely. It's quite a complicated trace, too. I'm impressed Nix was able to track all of this. Damn. And there's our culprit. Imogen Salzo, Senior Operations Specialist, and one of the few I had in mind for who could pull this off. She has the means and access. But things are rarely so cut and dry. Well, before we make any harsh decisions, I'll need to question her myself. I want you to head to her office and escort her here. You have to make sure she doesn't try anything before I have a chance to speak with her. I just want to avoid a scene. Sending you keeps the rumor mill at bay. If she runs, the guilt will be apparent. And you'll have no choice but to dispose of her. As much as I'd like you to subdue her and bring her in, Imogene would never allow it. She knows what fate lies ahead for those who betray this corporation and get caught. Good. When you're dealing with corporate workers, discerning the truth from the lies is the hardest part.
Don't cause any trouble.
I've been waiting here for ages.
My career will be over if this deal falls through. I'm a little busy right now.
Let me guess. Looking for Imogene? Try not to harass my techs too much. They have work to do. I'm sure you can tell by now. She isn't here, which is a shame since I have several documents I need her to sign off on. She's always been the master of avoiding desk work.
April, I finished that research you needed done. Everything's right here.
I'll be the judge of that. She hasn't stepped into the office since the maintenance closure. Probably abusing her paid time off again.
Well done.
I know for a fact she doesn't have any external meetings or business trips.
I'll put in a good word for you.
I'm not even sure that's any business of yours. But I do enjoy keeping close tabs on my counterpart. Dare I ask why you need to know? Aren't you the boring one? I have Imogene's last location at Frankie's Grab and Go, which we all know is a front for the Sioka Syndicate. You'll want to get executive sign-off if you plan on chasing after her. I'd say Dalton is your best bet. Your guess is as good as mine, but she's up to something. I could tell she was trying to cover her tracks, but this is my job. And there's a reason I'm in charge of the technicians here. Is there an echo in the room? Yeah, Frankie's is a front. Crap convenience store on the outside, high-tech hideout on the inside. Of course, the only people that really know that are Ryujin Bayu and the Syndicate itself. I forgot you're familiar with Neon and Bayou's intricate web of connections. I suppose if you want to be efficient, you could bypass Dalton and go straight to Bayou. You're just cutting out the middleman, right? Good luck finding Imogene. Oh, and if you do catch up with her, be sure to let her know I had everything to do with it.
Gala at the New Atlantis Wasteland.
Madame Sauvage always gives me her food.
Have you tried one of our advanced teller machines?
Dozens of Vanguard pilots who are now full UC citizens.
Things have got to be.
To get my pocket picked. I'm ready for the full neon experience.
Hello.
don't recall sending for anyone. What do you want? It's been a very beneficial partnership. As long as we continue to look out for our mutual interests, I can't complain. And just why would I grant that kind of permission to you? As long as it doesn't involve the Syndicate members themselves, I'll tell you what. I'll make sure the Syndicate lets you in hassle-free, provided you do a little something for me. Excellent. One of the Syndicate leaders, Kumio, has a slate with some information on it that's better off in my hands. Agree to bring it to me, and you've got yourself a deal. Isn't that why we're here? To make each other's lives easier? Check in with Ms. Moore at Frankie's. I'll send word along that you're to be expected, so she shouldn't give you any trouble. Fair warning. The Syndicate should let you search any common areas. But if Kumiho catches you snooping around her own quarters for that slate, I'll just say, be prepared for some hostilities. I'm looking forward to you coming through on this deal of ours. Not that it's any of your business, but yes. I'm the administrator of Neon. Actually, there are a lot of perks that come with the job. But do you want to know my favorite? One snap of my finger and people who ask too many questions get thrown off of the upper platform. I love that one. I wouldn't normally bother with idle chatter, but that's such a ridiculous question. I'm going to gift you with a response. I don't own Neon. Neon is the property of Xenofresh Fisheries, of which I just happen to be the CEO and the major majority stakeholder. Now, if you'd care to take a moment to dissect that statement in your tiny little mind, I'm confident you'll discover the answer to your question. Yes, yes.
It looked like nothing was downloaded or tampered with. I'm almost glad it was taken by a fan instead of a competitor. Would have been awful to lose that thing. I was working on a brand new concept piece about floating into the center of existence. I'm not feeling it yet. I'm still working out the last few sections, but eventually I'll give it a spin in the Astral Lounge. Thanks again for finding that thing. Next time, I'll try and keep an eye on it. Sound safe.
Music is amazing!
Go and get yourself a drink. It's time to party.
Welcome to the Aftermath!
Hi, having fun?
Hey there.
Another day, another shift.
I don't think you had to be there. Your story just doesn't make sense.
Can I help you? What'll it be?
I wouldn't call them out on it, but I would.
Take a look. Oh, you're the one getting special treatment. Huh. I knew you was some sort of trouble. I've got one rule for you in there, so it shouldn't be hard to remember. 3rd floor is off limits. They catch you snooping around, and it's open season. That's what I like to hear. For the record, I'm only granting you access because I have to. You'll find that young lady you're looking for holed up in a room almost straight ahead. Just remember to keep your eyes on the prize. The less you consider this an open house, the better.
Is the perfect place for you to start your corporate life. I picture you as an executive with a 7-figure salary and a corner office.